Hey Ben, yes Bill, have you heard there's a new engine here? Really? Yeah, is he a truck shunter like us? No, I think he's a passenger engine. Oh, that's a shame. How come? Well, passenger trains are always big-headed. Yeah, that's true. Bet he's a mean, boastful train. Hey Ben, yes Bill? Was that him? I think it was Bill. Did you see his propeller? I did, Bill. He's definitely going to be a boastful engine, isn't he? Hey Gordon, have you heard there's a new engine here? No, I haven't. Apparently he's a really fast engine, powered by propellers. What? No engine is faster than me. I bet he's not a nice engine. Fast engines always tend to be big-headed and boastful. I think that was him. Later that day, Thomas arrived at Chatsworth train station. Thomas, said Sir Topham Hatt, I need you to take me to Ulfstead Castle for an important meeting. Okay, sir, answered Thomas. Let's go! And Thomas set off for Ulfstead Castle. But they hadn't been going for very long when Sir Topham Hatt shouted, Stop, Thomas! What's the matter? Thomas asked. But then Thomas noticed the new engine up ahead. Sir Topham Hatt continued talking. I'm going to ride Hugo the rest of the way. He's more fun to ride. Thomas was feeling very angry as Sir Topham Hatt got into Hugo instead and set off. What a boastful engine, Thomas thought, and decided to follow Hugo all the way to Ulfstead Castle. At Ulfstead Castle, the new engine Hugo was attracting all of the tourists' attention. Look at him, Thomas. I'm no longer the star attraction. He's cooler and faster than me. Everyone wants to ride Hugo instead. Then Sir Topham Hatt appeared. Not everyone wants to ride Hugo. Some of the tourists want to ride you, Thomas, instead. Me? Said Thomas surprisingly. Well, don't worry, Stephen. I'll show the tourists how fun and fast other engines can be. And just then, Thomas remembered he had parked his old jet engine here at Ulfstead Castle, which gave him an idea. Once Thomas had collected the tourists, he hooked onto the jet engine. This will show Hugo who he's dealing with, thought Thomas, and turned the engine on. Whoa! Whoa! Oh no, Thomas had crashed. Thomas was very embarrassed. And to make matters worse, Hugo arrived. Hello, he said. You must be Thomas. I've heard a lot about you. What happened here? Thomas felt terrible. I was trying to go faster than you, but I crashed. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I finished for the day now, so how about I take Annie and Clarabelle round before I go to sleep? That's really nice of you, Hugo. I'm sorry for judging you too early. You are actually a really kind and friendly engine. Hugo blushed. Thanks, Thomas. And Hugo took the rest of the tourists round Ulfstead Castle. This video featured one of the new engines from Thomas and Friends, Hugo. He comes with skiff and has a spinning propeller on his back so he can whiz around the track. At Knapford Station, Sir Topham Hatt had some important information to tell the engines. Engines, you all must be very careful on the track by the water tower. It's a little bit wonky, so make sure you go slow on it. We don't want to crash. Pay attention, Paxton. I can't help it, Thomas. Look, there's a baby tiger. Look, the minion fell over. Thomas and Paxton, are you listening? As I was saying, I do not want any trains being silly over the broken track, especially you, Thomas and Paxton. Later that day, Paxton approached the wobbly track. Ooh. That was fun. I think I'll go over it again. Ooh. Paxton, what are you doing? I'm listening to the noise I make on these wobbly tracks, Thomas. Go on, have a go. It's so much fun. Okay then, ready? Ooh. Ooh. Go on, Thomas, have a run up so you can go backwards on it really fast. Yeah, ready? Here I go. Ooh. But Thomas crashed into Toby and got all wet. Uh-oh, thought Paxton. We were being really silly. And hurried away. Later, Toby met Stafford near the shunting yard. Stafford, you'll never guess what happened to me today. Thomas crashed into me, and I'm afraid he lost his puff. Paxton was worried. Oh no, Thomas lost his puff? That sounds serious. I better go and help him. Thomas was still at the water tower when Paxton arrived. Thomas, I heard you lost your puff. I'm so sorry. What? But don't worry, Thomas. I won't stop looking for it until I find it. What was Paxton talking about? I wonder what a lost puff looks like. But then, Paxton noticed something up ahead. That looks like a lost puff. And he raced towards it. But when he got there, he found out it was just Gordon steaming along. Oh, that's not Thomas's puff. So Paxton continued looking. But when he was on the bridge, he stopped. Look over there! That looks like a lost puff. And Paxton headed towards it. But before he got there, he bumped into Stephen. Hi Paxton, what are you rushing off to? I'm trying to catch Thomas's lost puff. Look, it's right over there. Paxton, you know that's a cloud, right? Paxton felt very silly. Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, right. I better go. Bye. Oh, I'm never going to find Thomas's lost puff. I'm a diesel engine. I don't know steamies very well. But then an idea flew into Paxton's head. I know, I'll ask Victor for help. He fixes steamies all the time. So Paxton headed for the Sodor Steamworks. Hello, my friend. We don't usually fix diesel engines. No, I've come to ask you something, Victor. Just then, Toby entered the steamworks. Victor, have you got any spare puff? Puff? Yeah, Thomas has lost his puff. Toby burst out laughing. Paxton, Thomas lost his puff because his firebox got wet. He just has to wait for his firebox to dry out. Once again, Paxton felt silly. Soon, Paxton met Thomas again. Hi, Paxton. I found my puff. Don't be silly, Thomas. All you had to do was wait for your firebox to dry out. I know, Paxton. I'm only kidding. Well, today, I've learnt that puff means steam, and that if Sir Topham Hatt says don't be silly, I shouldn't be silly. Ah, look at that minion again. That big tiger. Oh, so funny. There's a new toy store opening tomorrow on the Isle of Sodor, and all of the engines were super excited. Thomas was probably the most excited train, as he spent all day shifting all of the toys from the docks to the new toy store to stack the shelves. He went back and forth, back and forth. He couldn't wait to see the excited children all buying their favourite toys. Soon it was getting dark, and Thomas hadn't quite finished moving all of the toys. He thought he could finish in the morning, so he went back to Tidmouth's shed. It was soon Thomas's bedtime, but Sir Topham Hatt arrived. Well done today, Thomas. You have been a really useful engine, and the new toy store is nearly ready for the grand opening tomorrow. Henry, tomorrow I need you to collect some important machinery for the toy store from the dock. And while you're there, you can bring the rest of the toys too. Thomas was annoyed. He wanted to finish taking the toys. But then he thought maybe he's got an even better job, bringing the children to the toy store after school. Emily, boomed Sir Topham Hatt, I need you to pick up the children and take them to the toy store. But sir, said Thomas, what do you want me to do tomorrow then? I need you to work on your branch line tomorrow. Thomas was annoyed. He wanted to see the toy store's grand opening, but he knew deep down, in order to be a really useful engine, he has to do his job. The next morning, Thomas was travelling up his branch line. When suddenly, a station master wanted him to stop. Thomas, I've just received a call from Sir Topham Hatt. Emily has broken down. Now she can't take the children to the toy store. I'll do it, said Thomas excitedly. He wanted to get involved in the grand opening of the toy store today. I'll just have to finish my work today, then I can do it. And he raced off. Thomas knew he had to work hard in order to get everything done in time, but it was worth it. As Thomas passed through the docks, he was surprised to see Henry still there. What are you still doing here? Asked Thomas. I was waiting for the last of the toys to be unloaded, and this silly crane dropped paint all over the track. Well, you shouldn't have been in the way. But we need to get the toys over to the toy store. It's opening soon. Don't worry, Thomas. The paint will be removed soon and I can take the toys. I can take the toys and the new machinery and the passengers. Okay, if you say so. Soon, Thomas took a huge breath and began hauling his long line of carriages and trucks. The trucks were very, very heavy and Thomas was struggling. His wheels kept sliding, but Thomas was determined. However, soon, he had completely run out of energy. He was so tired he couldn't move at all. Oh no, he thought. Now the passengers won't get to the toy store opening, and neither will the toys, and it's all my fault. I shouldn't have said I could do everything. It's more than I can actually do, and now no one knows I'm here. But luckily, Thomas heard a whistle. It's Henry! Need any help, Thomas? Henry, I'm sorry for taking all the trucks from you. It's too heavy for me. I should have just let a big engine like you do it with no problem. That's alright, Thomas. Well, we don't have much time. You go and pick up the children, and I'll take the trucks. Soon, everyone was in position for the toy store's grand opening. Emily had been fixed, Gordon wanted to see the opening, Thomas had brought the kids, and Henry had brought the toys. The grand opening was a huge success. Salty, the minion ship is here!
Yeah, I'll pick up the blind bags.
The steam engines don't deserve these minis. They don't work as hard as me. I have a claw. Splatter, dodge. I need you to stop Salty so that I can steal the blind bags and hide them from Sir Topham Hatt.
Huh?
Stop, Salty.
Yeah, what be this?
Yeah, stop, Salty. The blind bags are mine!
Engines, we have a problem. Diesel 10 has hidden 4 Thomas Surprise Minis bags around the island. We need to find and open them. Gator, you go and look for them at the beach. Billy, you go to Brendan Docks. Paxton and Thomas, you check everywhere else. Let's find these blind bags. Hi, Mr. Shark.
Hello, Gator.
I'm looking for Thomas Minnie's blind bags. Have you seen any?
Oh, I think I have. Hang on. There you go.
Oh, yes, thanks, Mr. Shark. Now, if I were a blind bag, where would I be? Oh, hang on a minute. Yay, I found one. Hi, Porter. Hi, Billy. I'm looking for Thomas Minnie's blind bags. Have you seen any? Oh, actually, yes. I think I saw one in a troublesome truck. I'll go and get it. Here you go, Billy. Thanks, Porter. Where is that last bag? Oh wait, there it is. Thanks, Trains. You found them all.
Darn it. Next time, I'll hide them better.
Hey guys, Chris here. Thanks for watching my video. Hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like it and subscribe to Toy Trains for You to see even more cool videos. See you soon. Bye.